18 dirty Disney movie jokes you totally missed. 18.
I wonder if I'm gonna know some of these. I have a feeling I've heard some of these before, but
A lot of dirty jokes.
I'm interested to see if that's the case or not.
Yeah. So we definitely look forward to checking it out. Let's dive right into it.
Disney, and by extension Pixar, have firmly established themselves as the leading producer of feature-length family entertainment in
Pretty much.
theaters and homes.
They're taking over.
That's true, yeah.
But there are only so many sentient animals, princesses, and fantasy heroes your average adult can tolerate, unless it's Game of Thrones. A wink and a nudge that the kids don't notice, so that the whole family is entertained enough to come back for next year's flick. Hey, what's up? I'm Brad with Wicked Binge, and these are 18 dirty jokes you missed in Disney movies. Cars. When Lightning and Mac are on their way to sunny California, looking to score a sponsorship from Dynaco, Mac starts hankering for a little rest and respite at none other than the top-down truck stop.
Stopping off for a quick breather, kid. Old Mac needs a rest.
Hey, the road can be a lonely place, but it's nothing a fully convertible waitress can't fix. The Rescuers Gone Wild. The Rescuers. Not
This
all
is
the
old
dirty
one,
bits
never
were originally intended. In this 1999 VHS release of The Rescuers, some hilarious, or maybe kinda sick, intern managed to slip this saucy image of a topless chick into the middle of a chase scene.
Oh.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Nobody
No
knows.
way.
They know
Plus,
a lot
with
of people ain't gonna
VHS
catch
quality,
it.
there's not a
Yeah,
lot
they
Oh,
know-
it was there
yeah.
for like
Definitely one
super
for the
quick.
ages.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they know people won't catch it.
That's funny.
Mr. Potato's Head, Toy Story 3. Hiring Don Rickles to provide comic relief as the memorable Mr. Potato Head was a stroke of genius by Disney Pixar.
Junk. He called us junk.
Incredibly, despite passing away in 2017, he makes a return in Toy Story 4.
Yeah, I heard they
Beyond
used
the
all
Grave.
this like
Oh,
It's
really?
all
Like
thanks
using
to the
old.
extensive library
25 years
of
worth
unused
of,
recordings
Oh,
he
that's
made
cool,
audio,
for the
though.
other movies,
movies and
games,
video
games.
theme parks, ice-capades. Geez, maybe they worked him to death.
You think that's funny?
Funny as Mr. Potato Head is, nothing quite matches up to this beautiful play on the Potato Head toy itself. When Mrs. Potato Head, frankly, has gone on long enough, Lotso whips the mouth right off her face. The perfect retort?
Hey, no one takes my wife's mouth, except me.
Lion King's subliminal message. The Lion King. Not all the dirty jokes are actually jokes. This one's a little more obscure. Simba gets bummed out. FYI, The Lion King is basically Shakespeare's Hamlet, and slumps down on a cliff edge, kicking up a cloud of dust which appears to spell out sex in the sky.
Oh, I don't think I ever realized that at all.
Meant to read
I never paid attention
as
to
a
that.
tribute to the special effects team who
Whoa.
worked on the film. Considering the intended audience, we would hope so.
You mean a bunch of royal dead guys are watching us?
Mushu's magic powers. Mulan. Who better than Eddie Murphy to deliver dirty jokes, huh? When Mushu is boasting his magical powers to Mulan, the declaration that he can see straight through her armor isn't lost on the film's heroine.
My eyes can see straight through your armor.
That look, somebody drew that look,
Dang.
and they knew
Smacked the boy
exactly
hard.
what they
Look
were
at
doing.
his eyes.
Boo's dirty drawing. Monsters Inc. The internet went crazy
Wait,
when
what?
this image circulated of Boo's room from Monsters Inc. It appears to show an anatomically aware depiction of an illicit act between Boo's mom
Bend
and
over.
her father's
Oh.
Can't be real, right?
Oh.
I know.
I didn't catch that.
Oh,
Right, it's a
okay.
total
Oh, it's fake.
And whoever
Okay.
made it
I
ought
was
to
like,
be examined.
what?
I was like, 'cause I ain't noticed
Versus
it.
face. The Lion King. Not all the dirty stuff is actually in the movie. This movie poster, ostensibly of Mufasa's face, bears an outline that could, from a certain angle, well, it looks like a
Oh,
necklace.
now
Did
I
they
can see
realize
when
this?
you
Ah,
find
yeah.
Is it a little joke?
I mean, I
I
would
never
never
would
call
have
it.
thought that looking at
Or
it.
could it just be the product of the mind of a frustrated internet user?
Pretty much,
We'll let
probably
you
so.
decide.
What am I going to do with him?
All about the hair. Tangled. Another poster, another subliminal message. It's a miracle we reached it to adulthood without our subconscious minds completely corrupted by this endless train of filth. Who are we kidding? We're all totally disturbed. Now look, not everyone agrees with this one, but take a look at the Tangled poster. That's right. Can you see it now? Okay, let me help you out a little. There you go. S-E-X. A big metaphor staring you right in the face. I mean, that's what the
the
story's
X
all
was-
about.
I mean,
Uh,
sure,
okay, so
but this
this
takes
yeah.
a
might be a
lot.
little dubious. But isn't it possible the illustrator did this on some subconscious level? Or perhaps they presented a few different ideas
Anything's
in the exec's
possible,
book.
Yeah,
but I
but-
think that's
Any
just
of it.
looking for
So they
it.
slipped
Yeah.
this in to try and get the green light in the boardroom.
Is this hair?
Struggling
Lightning McQueen's enthusiastic fans. Cars. It's the start of the Cars movie, and the whole scene is really trying to establish Lightning McQueen as the star racing car. Well, what better way than to show us the dedication of some of his most adoring fans? Two young, sporty, enthusiastic twins who, flash their lights at their hero. Okay, if you don't know what's going on here, maybe you're watching the wrong video. I mean, come on, look at McQueen's expression.
I'm Mia.
Because they're girls.
Yeah.
Buzz reaction. Toy Story 2. Buzz isn't the most natural, smooth talker. Sure, he's got the action lines and the heroic moves, but when he tries to speak to Jessie, the guy is falling over his words and stuttering.
Well, I just wanted to say you're a bright young woman with a beautiful yarn full of hair. A hair full of yarn.
Barely listening, Jessie rushes to let the dog out of the room, with her own dazzling display of agility. It's all a bit too much for Buzz, and well,
Yeah.
he's got a Woody. Dirty bug jokes. A Bug's Life.
I do remember
Here's
that
an example of a joke that just wouldn't make it in a Pixar movie today. DreamWorks Ants is generally considered
Ants
to
is
be the
pretty
more
good.
It was
adult
a
of the
good
two
one, yeah.
animated insect flicks. But A Bug's Life has to take credit when a leering fly calls out.
Hey, cutie! Wanna pollinate with a real bug?
It doesn't stop there.
Dang.
The ladybug happens to be a circus performer named Francis, who's furious that the fly just assumed his gender. And we're not even gonna touch that one.
So, being a ladybug automatically makes me a girl. Is that it, flyboy?
Frozen measurements. Frozen. When Kristoff is sharing a sleigh ride with Anna, he finds out about her shotgun engagement to Hans and proceeds to grill her on the subject, unsure that she knows her fiancé well enough. What follows is a series of how well do you know your partner type
remember this.
questions. All pretty standard. When it comes to foot size, however, Anna
Oh, yeah, I
responds
remember that one.
Size doesn't matter.
with the most knowing, sly chuckle to herself. Props to Kristen Bell for delivering that one in a way that even the most comatose, popcorn-stuffed parent scrolling through their Instagram during the movie couldn't have missed. Alfredo's confession. Ratatouille. The innuendo in this one is out of control. Ratatouille is a little more suitable for dirty jokes anyway, since the main
Yeah.
characters are adults. When Alfredo attempts to come clean about bringing a rodent into the kitchen, he struggles to get his words out. During the difficult exchange, he sets up the reveal by talking about his tiny little before he can say rat. The
Dang.
rat drops the wickedest glance right at it.
I have this tiny, little.
Dang.
Somebody animated that glance and that facial expression. And to that animator,
That's
5
hilarious.
of 10.
Yeah, I know.
A tiny chef who tells me what to do.
Aladdin. As a kid, when you see Aladdin end up in a room filled with beautiful women,
Right?
you probably didn't think much of it.
But it
as an adult,
totally
you
is.
realize why the women are so eager to kick him out. No one's less welcome anywhere than a broke guy in a brothel. Funny how they all knew him by name though, right?
Oh, it's that Aladdin's hit the bottom.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves. If you're one of those people who'd rather pretend that the Aladdin straight-to-video sequels never existed, honestly, fair enough. But at least Aladdin and the King of Thieves actually has Robin Williams. And when you get Robin Williams, you get lines like this.
I thought the Earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon.
It's not subtle, it's not clever,
snaps.
but it is dirty.
Until the
Papa
honeymoon.
Pongo, 101 Dalmatians. When the
been
clever
a while since I've seen
Dalmatians,
that
with
movie.
the help
Yeah.
of a few friends,
This is
escape
like
from the
one of your
cruel
original
fate
Disneys.
Cruella de Vil
Yeah.
has in store for them. They've nowhere else to turn but back to Pongo's house. Cleaning them all up, they eventually count the titular number 101, which includes all the other Dalmatians Cruella collected, far more than Pongo and Perdita's litter. Without an explanation for the appearance of all these new
Right.
dogs, Roger jumps to
Crazy,
the
like-
conclusion that Pongo
like a
has
dog would have
basically
the mini,
been
like,
having all
cups.
sorts of sex.
No, it was a bunch of others too.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Or in British English, Pongo, you old rascal. I can't do the
You got
accent.
Cruella de Vil.
Wisecracking bus driver, Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus
I like
is
that
one
movie.
of
That was a
those
good
love
movie,
it
man.
or
Yeah, it's
hate
been a
it
really
Disney
long time
films.
since I've seen that
At the
one.
time of its release,
I put a
it basically
spell on you.
flopped with negative reviews and commercial failure, but it has since grown to something of a cult
I'd
classic.
say it's quite
Okay,
quite
maybe
popular
you didn't
nowadays.
miss this one the first
What?
time you saw Hocus
The
Pocus,
Hocus
but it's
Pocus,
pretty
yeah.
dirty
probably
all the
back in the
same.
day.
Like, has your, like,
When the
diehard
witches
fans.
inquire about
Yeah.
riding the bus, the driver is all too keen to acquiesce to the lady's request. When Winifred Sanderson openly declares, "We desire children," the driver responds with
gonna
an
watch that movie
expertly
again.
timed, "Hey,
It's
that
fun.
might take me a couple of tries."
We desire. children.
Hey, that may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'd be a problem.
A minute or so
Dang.
later, you can see Sarah Jessica Parker sitting on his lap and squealing with excitement as the bus driver drives over a dead cat. What's not to like? Narcissist self-love. Hercules. Narcissism is a complex condition, broadly defined as an extreme level of self-obsession. It takes its name for the Greek mythological figure Narcissus, a hunter who, upon seeing his own reflection, became so entranced that he ended up killing himself due to the knowledge that he can never be his own lover. Talk about a narcissist. But perhaps he made a mistake. When Hermes is schmoozing around the party on Olympus, he remarks to Zeus that he hasn't seen this much love in a room since Narcissus discovered himself.
Fabulous party. You know, I haven't seen this much love in a room since Narcissus discovered himself.
Oh, and Hercules didn't miss the opportunity to riff on Oedipus either. That's some solid 3,000-year-old material there.
That Oedipus thing? Man, I thought I had problems.
I think there were maybe a few in here that I had caught and seen a few, but there were a lot that I hadn't. Like specifically, like the one where they I don't remember what the movie was. They were flying through the air, and there was like that really quick, brief shot.
A lot of people would never caught that, man.
And it's like, how did somebody catch that? Like, you spent all that time to like slow that down that you caught that? That's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure you could if you really like, well, what was that? And then like, let me slow that down.
That's true.
But yeah, man, they be slipping those dirty jokes in there, man.
Oh, they always have.
Maybe for the like parents' humor. I mean, for, to make the parents laugh in because
exactly.
they know the kid's not gonna really catch on to it.
Yeah, and like they said in the beginning of this, they want to keep the adults coming back and watching too. It's supposed to be entertainment for everybody. So.
I guess not until like the kids ask their parents, what did that mean? And you gotta like,
those awkward moments. You can just make that up. They're not gonna know the difference at that age.
Yeah. But we're gonna end this video. Don't forget to subscribe.
And thumbs it up.
Turn on notifications. It's your MarioB.
And Nicole.
Want to catch you on the next video. Awesome. Peace and love.